Hi, this is Dan Whitney with the Whitney Law Firm in Towson, Maryland. Today we're going to talk about false imprisonment involving false shoplifting accusations. So I'm an attorney here in Maryland. I've been a lawyer for about 10 years. I handle false imprisonment cases against a variety of businesses, including car dealerships, other businesses, shopping malls, retail stores, and other establishments where the general public often goes and then leaves or tries to leave unless they're stopped. So today we're going to talk about the issue of when somebody is falsely accused of shoplifting at a shopping mall and security gets involved wrongfully and ends up restraining that person and not letting them leave. So the first question is, what is false imprisonment? Well, essentially, false imprisonment is restraining somebody's freedom of movement without legal justification. And all that simply means is you are not letting somebody leave and you have no right to be preventing them from leaving. So in a case involving a shopping mall, what often happens is a shopper, a consumer, will be minding their business, and for some reason the security guards think that this person has stolen something. And oftentimes, unfortunately, it's the result of racial profiling. The security guards think that this person stole something, but they have no evidence. They just happen to think that because that person is a different color than they are, or perhaps a minority, and they just happen to have a prejudice and believe that, we think that person stole something. Of course, that's not enough to detain somebody. Now, if a person is detained or held by a security guard at a mall, it can happen in many different forms. It may happen that the person could be in a store and they are accosted by the guards and they're taken to a back room and not allowed to leave. That right there is false imprisonment. Or perhaps they get out to their car, they're getting ready to leave, and security comes, blocks them in, and even perhaps blocks the front of their car in with the security vehicle and does not allow them to leave. That right there is also false imprisonment. So what victims of false imprisonment at shoplifting at shopping malls should know if they're falsely accused of shoplifting is not only do they have legal rights, they have significant legal rights, and they have the ability to file a lawsuit against the security guards that wrongfully detained them. Fortunately, the civil justice system recognizes that compensation should be awarded when somebody detains another person of their freedom of movement and liberty. And that's exactly what I help people who have been victims of false imprisonment in Maryland do. For example, we had a case recently against a car dealership. A car dealership had blocked somebody in and refused to let their customer, in this case a woman, leave because they wanted to force her to sign a contract that included terms she did not agree with. And she said, no, I'm leaving. But instead what they did is they actually blocked her in and wouldn't let her leave until she called the police. The police came out and forced the car dealership to move their vehicle so this woman could leave. In that case, we filed a lawsuit for false imprisonment, and the car dealership ended up paying $100,000. So, of course, the value of cases are different depending on the facts and the circumstances. Every case is different. But the point is, if you've been a victim of false imprisonment and been wrongfully accused of shoplifting, you should know that you have significant legal rights and you're not alone. And a lawyer such as myself may very well be able to help you get compensation for what you've had to go through. So I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to see any other comments about false imprisonment or wrongfully being accused of shoplifting, please leave a note in the comments and I'll make another video if I can. I always offer free consultations in Maryland. And if you need one, please just visit my website, www.whitneyfirm.com, or give us a call, 410-583-8000. And we're happy to review your materials and see how we can help. Thank you for watching. And if this has been helpful, please leave a thumbs up in the comments. Thanks a lot and take care.